Hi, everybody. I am Lauren Daly, and I'm going to do my discussion feed post today on the Youth Employment Report. The funding agency is United Way Worldwide, and the organization is United Way. The reason I picked this is because I found it to be an interesting read, and youth unemployment or youth employment is a global challenge that is critical and growing. They say that Americans aged 16 to 24 have also increased more than twice the national average of unemployment, 15% versus 7.3% for the working population. It is projected that youth unemployment is not a challenge limited to just developing nations, but it's also in the Eurozone like Spain and Greece. And in some places, it has surpassed more than 50%. They say that the youth unemployment costs a nation up to $25 billion a year, which would be our United States, and predominantly it's lost tax revenue. Let me go to the next slide. So the United Way's mission is to drive lasting community change that creates more opportunity for all. Unemployment takes a toll on whole communities and entire nations. That's why they are really pushing this goal of youth employment. That's partly because of the $25 billion a year. United Way's mission is to drive lasting community change. The Young Invincibles, which are those that we consider millennials, ages 18 to 34, or they could be younger than that, can cost anywhere between $76.7 billion to $102 billion in revenue or lost earnings due to victims of criminal activity, private health expenditures, lost earnings, and lost economic gains from a less educated workforce. So the project goals for United Way to increase youth employment includes educational pathways that incorporate competency building, employment pathways focused on skills training and work experience, and a community that supports to address systematic barriers faced by youth. So they look at activities that include community conversations and summits, enhanced data sharing, and measurable engagement with more companies. So several of the different activities that United Way has done thus far includes one project they did in Jacksonville, Florida, which included, it was called the United Way Achievers for Life. This program was for middle school rising sixth graders, and it helped their absenteeism decrease by 91%, multiple suspensions decreased by 79%, the number of students with D's or F in English decreased by 67%, and the number of D's and F's in math decreased by 74%. It was a mentoring tutoring program. Jobs for America graduates, which is a part of the action, which includes the employment pathways focused on skills training and work experience. Jobs for America's Graduates is also known as JAG. It's a school-to-work transition organization that is supported by multiple United Way locations. JAG's success rate underscores just how effective this model can be. To date, they have maintained 91% graduation rate in the nearly 1,000 classrooms in 31 states in which they operate, doubled the rate of employment for poor and disadvantaged youth, tripling the rate of full-time employment compared to non-participants, and doubled the rate of enrollment in higher education, with almost all of their participants being first in their families to attend college. This is an older statistic, but by the end of 2014, they had more than 1 million students participate in JAG. JAG starts engaging students in middle school, combining classroom instruction with competency-based curriculum, and it continues to track them and go through like a 12-month follow-up service. Another activity they do by connecting students to the work experience, according to the Annie Casey Foundation, skills training is a key ingredient in any effective employment pathway. So one of the things with the youth employment program is in Jacksonville, Florida, for example, they have 6-week paid internship programs, both part-time and full-time, with companies such as Jesse Ball, DuPont Fund, J.P. Morgan Chase and Company, the Bank of America Charitable Foundation, and the Wilson Foundation, and several other nonprofits and small business owners, businesses, which connect the youth. And the youth spend time, gain insight, experience, and are part of the internship by having this exposure, which is one that most of them will not have without this opportunity. Another one under the community supports is Working Bridges in Chittenden, Vermont, which is where a program which aims to increase job retention and decrease absenteeism with a wide range of strategies, including employment-based loans and saving programs, on-site GED, L, and financial literacy classes, free tax preparation assistance, and workforce for anybody who really kinds of need it, such as childcare, adults, and they have found it to be incredibly effective. So the youth employment cannot be tackled by a single organization. The collective impact strategies can move to support youth, engaging them in multiple sectors, focusing on education, employment, and wraparound community supports. So we need to work in the schools and connect from the school to employment and the community. Students need to be able to see the connection. Youth need to see how this makes sense, the real world connection. And youth disconnection and employment vary drastically across the United States, and it depends on race, ethnicity, and geography. So a lot of the programs the United Way focuses on programs are for students at risk or minority youth for this very factor. Lessons learned. The big lesson learned is it takes a village. We can't do it alone. United Way can't do it alone. They have to partner with businesses and in the community and the schools and other people. And the United Way network consists of for sustainability, because the United Way network consists of 1,800 localities in the United States. This is going to continue. United Way also is located in 41 different countries and territories, and collective impact can move the needle for youth, for their communities, and for the world.